Good morning. Hi cubies and newbies, I am Sunshine, and I am the creator of the ABCube method for solving the Rubik's Cube. It solves all sizes and types of cubes. No, all sizes and complexities of cubes, as long as they are n by n by n. It doesn't work on shapeshifters or things like that, except for the bump cube. The bump cube looks like a shapeshifter, but it is really just a 3x3. So, hope you guys had a great day yesterday. I don't know what you did for your holiday, but it is Tuesday now, and on Monday I do the corners, so that means the 2x2 is done. I can take that out. And on Tuesday I do the opposite edges. I've been training myself to look for yellow and white, so I'm going to keep looking for yellow and white. So I start by holding the cube with yellow and white in the left and right positions. And then I will look in the center of my cube for anything that's yellow or white and toss it in its direction. So here is a piece that has white on it, and white is on, the active color is on top, so that's what I want. So the second color of this piece is red, so I'm going to move the corners together until the corners match the front color. And then I look and see which way direction it is. It's red and white, so it doesn't go between the yellow and red. It goes between the white and the red, so it's going in this direction. And then formula B is used to move 3 pieces around, and what the formulas mean is you look at the face of the cube as if it has rows and columns on a spreadsheet, and the every other move is a horizontal move, and every move reverses the previous one, so it's a mathematical 0. And then the 2 columns are represented by the arrows. The first column, you look at the cube you want to place. In this case, it's white and red. The first column is where it's going to end up, which in this case is between the white and red. So this column, this piece where it's going to land, this is our first column, and this piece where it begins, this is our second column. So we start by moving this piece away from the action, away, first up, back, second up, away, down, back, down, and there it is placed. Here's another one with the yellow or white, but the yellow is in front. I don't want that, so I flip the cube so that the yellow is on top. Yellow and white are still left and right. Then I move the corners to match the front color, and it's yellow, so it's going in this direction. So same moves, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. That is placed. Look for another one. Here's a yellow. Flip the cube so the color's on top. Match the corners to the front color and move it away, first up, back, second up, away, down, back, second, down. And you just keep doing this until you don't have any white or yellow in the middle. And then when that happens, you look to see whether the sides are correct. And either they will be, or you'll have something that is misplaced like this. In this case, I want to displace this cube from where it is, and so I'm going to put something from the middle down there, and that will put this into the middle where I can work with it. So since this is something up here is going to displace this, so this is my first up and this is my second up. So up, up, down, down, and then you look for a white or yellow, and you can find it. And you do that until so nothing from the middle, until there's no white or yellow in the middle, and then you look and see if they're correct. Either they are, or you've got to displace one and keep going. So move this piece here, I move it away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down, and then work with another white or yellow. You notice that I'm not saying, oh, I need to, where is my yellow and green? And then I look for the yellow and green and then I place it. No, I just look for a piece that's wrong, set it, throw it in its direction, and that, in my opinion, saves time, saves look ahead time. So here's yellow. Second color, yellow is on top, second color is green. Move the corners together and then place it away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, and now here's an example. In the middle, there are no more yellow or whites. So I look to see if the sides are done. They are not. So this piece needs to be displaced and then replaced, which is how you flip it, how you flip the piece. So, working on this piece, I'm going to throw a piece into this area, up, up, down, down, and my piece is now here in the center where I can work with it. Don't want it to be on front, we want it to be on top. Line it up, and it's going this direction, so away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Set the center. Looking for, again, there's no white or yellow in the middle, so I look to see whether the cubes are correct. And this one wants to be flipped. I can do the same thing. I can flip this down, put this down, and then bring it, and then flip it, put it correctly. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put any piece into this space, and then I'm going to look at this piece that I just displaced, put the color on top, line up the corners to match the front color, and move it in that direction. Set the middle. Okay, so this time when there's no yellow or white in the middle, it's because the yellow and white are correctly placed. So we'll put that down and move on. This cube, these two are bump cubes, and again I've done the white and yellow corners, and I've done the large and small corners for this cube. So working with color on this one, yellow and white, the corners dictate what side the side's going to be. And let's see if I've got anybody. Hi. So yellow and white are left and right, and here's a yellow. But I don't want my yellow to be on front. I want it to be on top, so I flip the cube. Move the corners so that they match the front color, and determine which direction you're going to throw it. It's yellow, so yellow's on this side. So away, first up, back, second up, away, down, second, down. Okay. That's not yellow or white. This is yellow or white. White's on top. Blue garter matches the corners. It's going in this direction. Up, up, down, down. Okay. No yellow or white, no yellow or white, no yellow or white. No, there's a yellow. Okay. So, working with this piece. Blue's on front, so I move the corners to match the color, and it determine. So you pick a cube that's wrong, set it up, determine which direction it's going, and apply Formula B to it to place it in the direction where it wants to be. this also works on larger cubes. You're just moving one column at a time. So looking for yellow or white. There's one. Bringing my corners to match the front color. Move it away up. Sorry, forgot to take that off. In up, away down, in down. Okay. Yeah, no yellow or white, no yellow or white, no yellow or white. There's a white. Okay. It's on top, which is how I want it. Bring the corners to match the front color. Determine its direction and move it away. Up, up, down, down. Okay. Yellow's on top. Move the corners to match it. Place it again. It's going in this direction, so away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. And we have now no more yellow or whites on the middle edges. We look to see if they're solved. There we go. Yellow side is solved, white side is not yet. So, which means I'm going to have to displace the piece that's wrong. So, this is the piece that's wrong. So I'm going to displace that. With something from the top. Now, with a 3x3, it's obvious which one it is. On a 4x4, you just do the one that displaces it. So, away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Set the middle again. There is the piece in the center where I can work with it now. Flip it so that your white is on top. Line up the corners to match the second color and throw it where it wants to be. Away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Okay, there's another white. Flip it so the white's on top. Corner colors already match. Determine its direction is this way, so away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Set the center. No yellow or white, no yellow or white, no yellow or white, no yellow or white. Check to see if they're correct. They are. There's the whites. There's the yellows. We can move on. Those two are done. We can move on. Now, this one is no colors. So again, we did the large row first, large corners first, and the small corners second. So the corners are correct to each other. Put those left and right because we're working on opposite edges, and we look for the things in the center that are going to fit either the large or the small because those are the easiest to find. This is not one. This might be, we can't tell. Let's move it to see whether it lines up. It does. So this is the large height. So with our active on top, the height on top, we want to bring the corners together so they match the front. Well, this does not match. That one does. So we're going by shape, not color, so that we've lined up the corners to match the front, and the piece wants to move into the tall direction. So formula B, away, first up, back, second up, away, first down, back, second down, and that is placed. This looks like a little, so put the short side on top. Then we move the corners to match the front. This does not match. That does not match. That does not match. That matches. Okay, so when you have matched the front, determine which direction it's going to go, and it's going to go in this direction. So away, first up, where it's going to land, back, second up, where it began, away, down, back, down, and it is placed. Okay, does this have a large on it? Well, let's see. This is larger than that one, so that looks like a large. I can't confirm that it's the right distance, and it is. So this is going to go in this direction. First thing we do is line up the front. That's not correct. Move the corners together until they match the front, and that matches. So corners are lined up, and it's going in this direction, so I move it away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Now, this looks like a tall. Let's measure to make sure it's there. It is, because the shapes can be confusing, so yes it is. So this is going to go over in this direction. First thing I do is line up the sides. That is not correct. That is correct. So we've matched the front, and it's going in this direction, so away, up. First up is where it's landing. In, second up is where it began. Reverse, down, and it is placed. This looks like large. Confirm that it's the right shape, right height, and it is. So this is going in this direction. We have to line up the front to match the corners, and since there's only one left, it's easy to do. So the front matches the corners, and it's going in this direction. Away, up, back, up, away, down, back, down. And again, the first up is where you want the whatever cube you're working on. The first up is where you want it to place, and the second up is where it is to begin with. So whichever columns you move is going to move that specific cubie. So still looking for okay, here's a short one. So the short is on top. We need to match the match the corners to the front. That's not right. That's not right. That looks right to me. Okay. All right. So the front color matches the corners match the front color. It's going in this direction, not this one. So I move it away. First up, back. Second up, away, down, back. Second down. Okay. Looking for short. The talls are the largest are heavy, thick, wide, long. Longs are all done, so we're looking for the shorts. That's not one. This was one, so this looks like it wants to go over there. So we have to match the corners to the front first. That's not correct. That's not correct. That one's not correct. That is correct. So we've matched the front to the corners to the front, and it's going in this direction. So we move it away, first up, back, second up, away, down, back, second down. Okay, we're still one missing. I don't see a small one in the middle, so looking here, I see this is one that needs to be displaced. So this one's wrong. So we're going to put this anything here, which will put it into the middle. So away, up, in, up, away, down, in, down. Now it's where I can work with it. Short side up, match the corners, match the front, corners to the front, and it's going in this direction. So away, up, in, up, away. Bump cubes have a hard time lining up. Away, down, back, down. So look, corners are, so the short and long, so there's the short and long of it. Those are solved. So line up the center if I want to, and that is done. And so there we go. All right, so the opposite edges are now placed. The corners were yesterday, the opposite edges are now placed, so that's it for today. see who's joining me today. Thank you guys for coming and spending your time with me, sharing your time with me. I am going to be demonstrating and teaching hopefully this Saturday. I'm going to, if I'll be looking for 3 people who have a cube and were willing to Zoom with me to demonstrate how all cubes are solved the same way. So if you or any of your friends want to do that, otherwise I'll go for my family. But Saturday I'm hoping to be able to incorporate Zoom into my Twitch. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, I am going to go have a day. I hope you guys all have a good one. And thank you for coming and playing with me. And I will be back here tomorrow. So you guys have fun.